Okay, so we're going to be sharing our Passion Time project, and our Passion Time project was on poisonous and venomous animals. Our names are JJ and Alex, and we'll be showing you some of the poisonous and venomous animals and some cool facts
about them.
about them. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so our first slide.
The inland taipan snake. This is one of the most venomous snakes in the wild. The length is about an average of 6 feet long. Most are between brown and like a tan color. Lives in mostly the black soil plains in the South Australia. It mostly eats the small mammals like rats. The way it kills is it starts out with a series of rapid strikes, which injects the toxic venom into the prey, and that kills it. It's about 50 times more toxic than the venom of the Indian cobra.
Okay, so for our next, we have the death adder snake. This is another one of the most dangerous snakes in the world. It has an average of a length of 3 feet. It has golden and brown stripes streak across his body, and it lives in the woodlands of northern Australia. It eats frogs, birds, lizards, mice, rats, and other snakes. He lures it using his tail and bait as bait. Then the death adder can go from a striking position to striking and back again within 0.13 seconds. That's pretty fast. So then the result is a good old meal for the death adder.
The Komodo dragon. The length of the Komodo dragon is about 6 to 10 feet long. It's a sandy brown with scales. Lives in southern Indonesia. They like to eat almost anything, including carrion, deer, pigs, smaller dragons, and even large buffalo and humans, if you're not careful. They can run up to 11 miles per hour in short bursts. They can weigh up to 330 pounds. Snakes usually have one venom duct that leads to their fangs, but the Komodos have multiple ducts located between their teeth. Rather than injecting venom directly with the forceful bite, the dragons use a specialized bite and pull motion to ooze the toxin into the wounds during the attack.
Okay, so for the poison dart frog, this animal's 1 inch, and you're probably wondering why is this so poisonous, and it's the same length of a paper clip, but they can be any color. They're called an army. When more than one are together, they live in the rainforests of Central and South America. And poison dart frogs are carnivores. The only natural predator of most of the poison dart frog family is a snake called a Lamidophis epinephalis, which has developed a resistance to the frog's poison.
The box jellyfish. The body of a box jellyfish is about 8 inches, and the tentacles can grow up to about 10 feet. The weight is about 4.5 pounds. It's normally a transparent clear or light blue. They live in the warm coastal waters of Australia and the Indo-Pacific region. Some of the preferred foods that they eat: tiny fishes, arrowworms, annelid worms, and mantis shrimp. An ounce of a box jellyfish venom can kill up to 60 adult humans in less than 3 minutes. They usually kill more people in a year than the great white sharks do.
That's pretty impressive because great white sharks they're like huge, and they think they kill so much more.
But they don't.
Yeah, so for the next animal, we have the black widow spider. The black widow is about 1.5 inches, and it compares to a paperclip as well as the poison dart frog. They're black and red. They live in the southern states of North America. They're carnivores. They like dimly lit locations, and the black widow spider is considered one of the most venomous spiders in North America. Because they're so feared by humans. When feeding, the window will make small punctures in its victim's body, injecting venom which paralyzes its prey. In addition to venom, the spider injects digestive juices into its prey that decomposes the flesh, making it easier to consume. The spider then sucks out the decomposed liquid contents from its lifeless victim.
It's very gruesome.
Yeah.
It has a range of 3 to 5 inches in size. It's a sandy type of color. Oh, I forgot to say this is the Deathstalker scorpion. Its ranges of 3 to 5 inches in size and is sandy type of color, but it depends on where it lives. If it lives in the Middle East, it usually lives in the Middle East, Ethiopia, Egypt, and Algeria. They enjoy eating crickets. It's also known as the Israel desert scorpion. They also need a temperature that is at least 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Many people actually think they're toys because they look so much like toys. The sting from the deathstalker scorpion is painful, but few people die from it. Studies show that those with allergies or heart issues are the most greatest risk of death. It's important to seek medical attention immediately to prevent lungs from filling up with fluid that can cut off the flow of air.
Okay, so for the next is a pretty interesting animal. This is the one that we probably got most surprised on. It's called the blue-ringed octopus. You might know it. So it's about 8 inches to a foot long in size. For octopus, that's very poisonous. It's a very cool animal. So its weight is about 1.3 ounces. They can blend into anything in the ocean, but it always has blue rings on its body. It normally lives around Indonesia and Australia. They like shallow water and cracks in reef areas. They like to eat shrimp, crabs, and smaller than them injured fish. A female lives around 2 years and lays about 50 to 100 eggs in their whole lifetime. The blue-ringed octopus kills humans or predators that disturb it by biting them. There is venom secreted along with their saliva that gets into the bite wound and quickly spreads around the body. This venom blocks signals from being passed through the body's nerves, which results in a full body paralysis, including the lungs.
And this is the bird that we were pretty surprised about too.
You don't think of birds being poisonous, so
It's the hooded patuis. Adult birds average 23 centimeters or 9 inches in the length and weigh about 65 grams or 2.3 ounces. They have black fur on their head and orange fur on their body. The hooded patui live in the tropical rainforests and jungles of New Guinea from the lower forest to sea level. These birds are omnivores, feeding on a variety of berries and insects such as ants. The hooded patui are often found flocking with other birds, including the ragina, birds of paradise. These species, like the patui, do not taste very good. Hooded patui are also found flocking with other birds, including the ragina birds of paradise. This species, like the patui, does not taste very good. That looked like it was copied again, unfortunately.
Oh,
That's
well,
okay.
That's right.
And
That was it for our poisonous and venomous animals. Okay, and that was how they were poisonous. Okay.
thank you for watching.